Hey guys, I'm Louise and welcome to my channel. So today's video is going to be a really relaxing vlog of things that I need to do today regarding my plants. So yeah, so I'll take you guys through the journey just today and yeah, you can see what I get up to and how I look after my plants. So one of the first things I need to do is I need to put my Philodendron scandens micans on the windowsill as she just arrived in the post today. I've watered her, so she's going to sit nicely on the windowsill just so she can get some light, even though she came, I think I bought her Sunday, so it's been about 2 days since when she's been in the box, so I just thought I'll give her some light. I know not to put this one on the windowsill for like direct light, but as she's been in a box in transit, I just thought it'd be really nice if she actually got some light before I then find a place for her. So before I get started on watering, which is the first thing I need to do, I just wanted to show you some new leaves. So I've got my Syngonium albo. She has nearly unfurled her leaf properly. It looks quite variegated, which is absolutely amazing because I didn't think it would be, as it came from this leaf, which is actually not variegated at all. And also my Monstera albo. Look at that leaf. I'm actually so excited. Look, it looks like she's going to be a variegated one as well, which is absolutely amazing because she is a stunner already. Look at her. Oh my gosh, look at that leaf though. That's heavily variegated. It's crazy. Oh yeah, and don't worry about the bits, like these whole bits. It's just when this one was in transit for like, obviously not much light, so because this one actually needs a lot of light, so she's always been put on the windowsill when sun is available basically. But she got a bit brown and she didn't do very well, and I kept her in the pot that she delivered in with the soil that she got put in, but then it kind of made like basically the brownness came back again, which is not good for the plant or the leaf at all. So I then put her into some bonsai soil and she's doing absolutely amazing. I've got a few other things to show you. So first one is my Alocasia zebrina is bringing out a new leaf, and it looks like this baby one here is going to disappear unfortunately, but we know that it's just life really. Also, my pitcher plant is growing a new leaf. I think this one's the newest leaf, but it's not giving me anything at all, and I'm really surprised this pitcher has survived because this other one hasn't done very well. But the leaf on this one, when I got it, there was a tag, and the tag literally stuck into the leaf, and it's literally hanging off a thread. So I'm really glad that she still there. And my Alocasia poly has got a new leaf unfurled, and it's really amazing. Hasn't darkened yet, but wow, that is crazy. And my new leaf from my Stingray Alocasia has popped up, which is this one right here, and unfortunately this little leaf here is disappearing on me, but we can't have everything, and because she's quite small and I cannot have them any larger, otherwise I would have put them in a bigger pot, only because I have not a lot of room for these plants to get any bigger than what they are already. But yeah, so those are my Alocasias and just all the new leaves and stuff we've got. So I'm gonna get started on testing all the plants, see if they need watering, and then we're gonna water them. So I know the plants on the windowsill I have watered them a couple of days ago, so they don't need watering. Oh yeah, so just in case you guys even question what this is, so this is my sweet gum bonsai. All the leaves died, so I'm seeing if I can revive it. I took all the leaves off and hoping it will do something. So it's meant to look like this. But this one's doing really well. But the other one isn't, so I'm hoping that the other one will be okay. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to throw it out, and that's gonna be really, really sad because then I only have one sweet gum bonsai. So literally all I do is I put my moisture meter in, I test to see if my plant needs watering. My alocasia is absolutely fine, I do not need to water her. I tend to leave my alocasias to dry out, so they go down to like dry, like quite dry, like between like, I want to say around 2, but sometimes it's like 1. Don't come at me, please. Because when I water them like that, I always water my plants until like the water falls from like through the holes at the bottom of the pots. So and I know my alocasia, when I water them, they get overwatered because they start sweating like mad and just make my shelves wet. So I tend to let them dry out, and then water them again. So this one doesn't need watering. I might actually put a little bit of water in her, actually, just a tiny bit, because otherwise she's gonna sweat like mad, and that's not nice for the plants. After I've tested the moisture of the soil, I then take out the moisture meter, tap the soil, any loose soil that will go back in, and then I just I recommend wiping it on a tissue, but I tend to use my clothing because I'm lazy. So basically all I'm going to do now, I'm just going to put up a time lapse of me literally just testing all my plants to see whether they need watering or not, and yeah, I'll get back to you in a second. So before I start watering my plants, I got to mist my succulents that I've propagated and planted, just with regular water. So I do this every single day. I literally just do that, and then that's absolutely fine until tomorrow when they'll be dry again. I never actually like wet the soil, because I don't really feel like I need to. I just like mist them just to make sure they're okay, because they're still like growing, and I'm just basically mimicking the what it'd be like when I was propagating them. So I've got that one, and then I need to check my cactus for bugs, which I'll tell you about in a second. So my moon cactus here, I say about nearly a week ago, actually I spotted it had mealybugs. So I basically quarantined it, and she's just living on my desk at the moment away from all the other plants. I've put her in this this like skull ornament. Well, it's a tea light holder that I had. I literally just put some tissue in there, just if she like drops any water, because I do not want going in there, and I have recently watered her. But yeah, basically they're like small like grey bugs that just like sit on the cactus, and I took them all off. Obviously I looked up on the internet and it said take them all off, and then spritz the cactus in dish soap, like soapy dish soap. This is dish soap mixed with water, and it seems to be working at the moment. And it looks to be like my cactus hasn't got any more on, as far as I'm concerned. So I'm hoping she stays alive. But so she's quarantined at the moment. I think she's gonna stay like that. because I do not want any of my other plants getting it. So I'm not really too sure if this will actually like properly work, but I know that I've read it up online, so if it doesn't work I'll just try something else, and if she dies then I'll just have to get a new one. But I do have one of the babies which I first got her. I have actually planted them, so hopefully that will grow, and then if this one dies I still have that one. I can always buy a new one, and I can buy like all the other colours as well. So yeah, all I do is I literally just wrong hand I literally just spray all over the cactus, everywhere, even this part here. It doesn't harm the cactus. You do like a couple like every 2 days or every other day. That's what I do, and I need to do it today, so that's what I'm just gonna do. So I've just made a list of all my plants I'm going to water, and I've laid them out in the shower. There's crazy, it's not even like half of them, but it looks like a load on the paper, but when you look at it it's like literally not even that much. So now I've watered all the plants that need watering. I put them all back. I just wanted to show you my really cute like thing I have going on here at the moment. So my boyfriend and I basically cleared the unit, made it look all nice, and we then had 2 spaces. So I basically just filled it up with plants because then we won't have like loads of plants everywhere, and they're nice and tucked away. I am thinking of getting grow lights, and so they're not going to be in the dark forever, but they do get some sort of light. It's not like they're shut away in a cupboard. They do have light, and they will get more light as it gets darker and gloomier more often as winter is eventually going to come. Right, so I've been looking at my propagations which I have in here because I haven't actually been able to put the windowsill because it's been too cold. But in here, this is my Tradescantia zebrina cutting, and the roots are amazing. This one has finally grown some really nice roots here. I'm going to wait a little bit longer before I then pot her up, but look at those roots. That is amazing. Most of these haven't actually gotten roots yet. My Scindapsus, the roots on there are amazing, but some of them haven't formed the roots properly yet, so I'm just gonna wait until I can put all of these and put these all up together in, I guess, in another pot, unless I change my mind and put it in that big pot over there. But we'll wait and see what I want to do. This hasn't done anything yet. It's growing looks like it might be growing roots, but not yet. This one has been growing for ages. It's got so many new leaves, forming, but there are roots actually growing. If you can see there, those little white lines coming off of that bit there. Oh my gosh, it's actually happening. But look at those baby leaves. Oh my god. So I've got a few things that need to be done. I am actually going to try a different way of propagating string of hearts, because my string of hearts have actually gotten like so long. So I was thinking of using the sphagnum moss method that I've got over here, and I have got a little Scindapsus pictus, starts with an A, but yeah, I've got that cutting there that I got from somebody, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, and over here I've literally got these that I've got got a few propagations that need potting up, so I'm going to put them up into pots, and a few of these actually need propagating, so I'll talk to you more about that in a second. So I'm just going to explain what I have on the floor here. So I've got my propagations here that have all rooted, that need to go. I'm going to put them back into their pots. So I've got my Maranta leucanera, which is going to go back into this pot. I'm going to make her really bushy, and then I'm going to like start propagating loads from her. But she's like literally bringing out so many new leaves. It's crazy. So she's doing really well. So they're both going to go, one of them's actually going to go into the pot, and I'm going to keep another one just because it hasn't rooted fully yet. I've got this small string of tears here, which will go into this little pot here. She's doing really, really well, thankfully. I have my red polka dot plant, and that's going to go in with this plant here, because I'm going to make her really bushy as well, because she looks really bushy already, but I want to make her more bushy and kind of fill out the pot so you can't actually see the soil anymore. And I've got these two here. So I've got this one, which I talked in like my last video. If you haven't seen it, go and watch it. Basically, I thought the photo basically showed me not this plant, and they sent me this one, and I'm gonna make some money off of it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut off all these shoots here, and I'm gonna pop them in water, propagate them, put them back in, make it look really, really bushy, like this one right here. Like they're exactly the same. They're exactly the same. And then I'm just gonna sell her at some point. So I'll keep you posted on that. And here is my string of tears. There's a big problem with this plant. She's dying, and I'm not really sure why. So my plan is to cut as much of this goodness off as possible, propagate, like probably like cut half of it off, propagate it, and then once I've got all these like rooted, I'm gonna put them all in here, maybe transfer this into a bigger pot, and then I'm gonna take out all this soil, bin it. I'm gonna have to bin the rest of this plant as well. As you can see, it's just starting to die off, and I don't really understand why exactly, because she's doing absolutely well, and then all of a sudden she started dying, and I have watered her loads, so I'm not really sure what's happening. So I'm just going to restart. Maybe it's just the soil that it's not doing very well. So yeah, and I'm going to use soil that I use, which is houseplant potting soil. Oh, and I also forgot to mention, I need to put this one in an actual pot, because she's starting to rot a little, and that's my fault completely. But there is a new shoot in there, so if I need to cut off this leaf, I will. But yeah, I'm gonna pot her up in soil in a little bit, and see how she does. So before I put this in the soil, look at these roots. It's crazy. I have mastered the way of propagating these guys, because it's pretty difficult if you don't do it right. So I'm gonna pop her in. So basically all I'm gonna do, I've got like a surgical glove on, yes, because I'm upstairs and I only really pot up like propagations like in like certain pots if I already have them and plan on putting them in. I'm literally just gonna put a hole in the soil, and then I'm gonna pop this guy in, just like so. I need a bit deeper. But literally, that's all I'm gonna do. I just make a hole, put the roots in the hole, and then I just cover it back up again with the soil that I have. It is so simple. There we go. And this one will grow. So the next plant I'm going to pot up is, well, propagation, is my polka dot plant. This is my red polka dot plant actually, and this is what it looks like when you put the leaf out in the sun, because as you can see here, the leaves are like spotted red. But in this one, this is like completely red because the green's disappeared due to the fact that it's been in bright light and direct light. But look at those roots, and there's so many baby leaves on there, it's unreal. So this is definitely ready to be potted up. So I did exactly the same thing again. I put a little hole in the soil where I want to put the plant. I then stick the roots in and I just cover the roots. I do have a lot of new growth on this leaf that I've propagated, so just trying to keep those above the ground is the plant. Oh my god. And there we go. I literally just knocked over a little pot, nearly, and I will keep you updated on that one as well. So I was going to put this one up as well, but I don't know if you can see. Yep, you can see now the roots aren't as good as the other one, so I'm going to leave this one in water for a little bit longer, but I am going to put this one up because look at these roots. It's insane how, like, you know, how long these roots have gotten, and these are like the first roots. This is the first plant to get its roots. My red Maranta propagation hasn't got any roots yet, so I'm really hoping it does soon. But yeah, it's like so like what's the word, rewarding. It's so rewarding when you like propagate a plant and it roots for you. Like, last but not least on the propagating potting up is my Tradescantia quadricolor. Confirmed. Look at all these roots. These are just 2 propagations, and this plant actually like rooted like after like I think about 2 days or something like that, maybe a week of propagating, which is like crazy. And I've basically just put her in water for like ages, and the roots are just kept on growing, and there's new leaves everywhere. So I'm just gonna pot her up, and yeah, I'm gonna put her up back into here because there's a few like areas around the edges where it's like really empty because of I put this plant in just a slightly bigger pot. It hasn't really filled up yet, but she is starting to trail now, which is amazing. So I'm literally just gonna get one of these and pot it in this one here. So there we go, we got that side done. This side here is like really empty as well, so I'm literally just gonna rake up the soil. I am definitely going to be propagating and selling Tradescantia quadricolors just because these plants are actually absolutely amazing in my opinion, and everybody should have these plants, so you're getting it at some point. And I'm not sure when that will be yet, but hopefully like maybe like next year, but I'm not gonna put a date on it fully yet because I don't know what's gonna happen, and this is all still quite new to me, so yeah, we'll just kind of see what happens from there, shouldn't we? Next I need to do some propagating. Alright, so I've emptied and refilled 2 of my propagation bottles. I'm going to use this one for the quadricolor and this one for my string of tears. Yes, every time I have propagation is done and my plant is rooted, I then empty out the water and then put fresh water in. So I'm literally just going to cut this plant down, and I'm going to cut this one like just to here, see if it will actually grow anymore, and if not, I'm throwing it away, and I'll keep you updated on this plant. Alright, so this is what we've got going on. I literally cut pretty much all of the trailing parts of this plant, and you can see there's literally like nothing. This plant is barely like full, so I've just basically cut it all up. I then took off all the leaves, left the top at least 3 top leaves, and then the rest has been submerged in water, so the roots will come out of the nodes there where the leaves were. And this is the mess we have down here. Also, I literally just went ham and just basically cut all of this off. Doesn't look like it's actually going to survive, which is unfortunate. So I might have to bin this, and hopefully all of this will propagate, otherwise it should do. Basically what I've done with this is exactly the same as this propagation right here. So I cut like quite a short bit of the plant, like most of these are quite short, the stem's quite long, and I've just taken off a few of these beads, I'm going to call them that, or leaves, whatever you want to call them. So they were just on these little nodes here, and that's where the roots will form. You need to only have a few of these on because otherwise the roots won't form, and I've had a few that actually did not work because there was too many leaves and the propagation like stem was too long. I've literally done it for all of them and only few, but most of these are really like small like shoots, so this should be alright. But we need like half, it's like a small amount of leaves and the rest stem, so the roots will form because the plant will be more wanting to do that than grow any new leaves. So keep you posted with these propagations and the rest of the ones that I am already doing. So I've got some houseplant potting mix and I've literally just filled this up with that, and I don't think this leaf is gonna make it, but we've got, and I know, yeah, I'm using my fingers because I really can't bother to get out gloves from the shed, so I'm literally just gonna pop this whole thing inside, dig a little deeper, and then there we go. I might have to cut off this leaf, but because I think it's rotted fully, which is annoying, but I have covered the roots. Hopefully this leaf will, but and if you see right there, a new part of the plant is growing, so we'll see what happens with that. I will water her in a bit. I'm gonna let this part dry out, and then we'll see what happens from there. I might have to actually get a stake and just stake her up or something, but for now I'm just going to leave it as it is and put some more potting soil at the top of that, and we are done for today. I think in the last clip I said that I was done, but I completely forgot to try out this new a new propagation method to me. So it's new to me, of propagating a string of hearts. So I'm going to use sphagnum moss, and I've got a little container to put it in, and yeah, I'm kind of actually excited because apparently this is like the best method according to a lot of people. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a try, and I'll be back once I have got the sphagnum moss too. Alright, so I've got a box filled up with sphagnum moss, and I'm literally just going to be popping these butterfly wings, I'll say the butterfly wing method it's called, into the box, like so. So I'm just going to do that and I'll come back to you in a second. So I have now successfully done my propagation. Now I'll just have to wait until it starts sprouting and rooting, and I actually cannot wait to see what happens because I know it's like a really good method. So I'm really hoping that this works for me and that I can carry on propagating my string of hearts. So I'll get back to you on the propagating once it's done something, but I will say leave the lid off. Do not put the lid on because you're 100% more likely for your butterfly wings or your propagation, your string of hearts to rot, and then you're stuck with rotted propagation, and then you're gonna have to do it all over again with probably clean sphagnum moss. So make sure you do not put a lid on this at all. I've put just a small amount of water, like the tiniest bit amount of water at the very bottom, just to keep the sphagnum moss wet, and it will then mean I don't have to keep like watering or spraying it or anything for like a good week or two. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this very chill video. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!